International Human Rights Day, 10th December. December 10 is Human Rights Day, a United Nations campaign that calls for people to know and push for their rights no matter where they are in the world. Human Rights Day educates people about their rights regardless of race, color, religion, sex, language, birth, status, etc., and empowers and acknowledges the advocates and defenders of human rights around the world. Human rights. Human rights are our basic rights or freedoms. They include our right to live, our right to health, education, freedom of speech and thoughts, and equal rights. Objective. The main objective to celebrate this day is to improve the physical and socio-cultural well-being and welfare of the susceptible group of people throughout the world. Few reasons for celebrating this day are to leverage the awareness about human rights among the people across the globe, to accentuate the efforts of United Nations General Assembly in order to progress the comprehensive human rights conditions, to interact and celebrate in association to discuss and highlight the crucial issues of human rights, to motivate the susceptible group of people like women, minorities, teenagers, poor, disabled persons, and others to participate in this event. Significance. Human rights are non-discriminatory, that is, all human beings are entitled to equal rights and no one can be excluded from them. And the dilemma is that all human beings are entitled to human rights but do not experience them equally throughout the world. So it is necessary to empower people to know their rights so that they can claim their rights in case of urgency and benefit globally. History. The Universal Declaration of Human Rights was drafted between January 1947 and December 1948. It aimed to form a basis for human rights all over the world and represented a significant change of direction from events during World War II and the continuing colonialism that was rife in the world at the time. The Universal Declaration of Human Rights is considered as the most translated document in modern history. It is available in more than 360 languages and new translations are still being added. The UN General Assembly adopted and proclaimed the Universal Declaration of Human Rights at the Palais des Chariots in Paris, France on the December 10, 1948. All the states and interested organizations were invited to mark December 10 as Human Rights Day at the UN meeting on December 4, 1950. It was first observed on December 10 that year and has been observed each year on the same date. Each year, Human Rights Day has a theme. Some of these themes have focused on people knowing their human rights or the importance of human rights education. Observance. Human Rights Day is celebrated by formally organizing the political conferences, meetings, exhibitions, cultural events, and many other programs to leverage human rights awareness. Some groups organize protests on Human Rights Day to alert people of circumstances in parts of the world where human rights are not recognized or respected, or where these rights are not considered to be important. Cultural events and photo exhibitions are also held to inform people, especially today's youth, of their rights and why it's important to hold on to them. Additionally, on this day, the United Nations Prize in the field of human rights and Nobel Peace Prize is awarded.